doing all this insulation and making the home really airtight, and then not ventilating it properly, and then you get moisture issues. So that was kind of the key element that brought it all together. And we could insulate, but also keep the home healthy and working as it should.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So as part of that sort of general sort of sealing the house and making it more airtight, is that why you sort of introduce things like triple glazing? Because triple glazing is not something you really see very often in the UK, at least in my experience.
Yeah, so on new build properties, that's going to be mandatory, I think, from 2025 onwards. Yeah, so the standards with new builds are increasing all the time, so it's going to become a lot more common there. In retrofit, you wouldn't normally do it, but in this case, because the windows were already, there was massive gaps in the windows, the seals had gone, they needed replacing anyway, basically. We decided to take that uplift and say, okay, we would have had to have done double glazing anyway, let's do triple and get that extra, but you would never normally replace working double glazing with triple because the payback just isn't there. So that was kind of how that decision came about. And then obviously trickle vents, in terms of the ventilation part, that's really important. So none of the windows had trickle vents before, and that's the little vent in the top of the window that you can open to let airflow in that way as well. And again, that's now building regs, so regulation standard in all replacement windows. You have to have,
you have to have them even if you've got a ventilation system. Because I thought you could have, this is my novelty, because it's not something I deal with, but I thought you could have sort of either or.
I think if you have a ventilation system that's whole house, so a proper mechanical ventilation system that's doing all the rooms, then you can not do trickle vents. But yeah, so you just need to check that. In some scenarios, you can get away without trickle vents, because obviously it then compromises the mechanical extract. But